Well, hey guys, another episode of BroAMs is happening right now. We are talking about the substitutions before LA between Seattle, LA, the LA Gorillas and the Subliners. And we're also talking a little bit of Twitter, Instagram drama between Censor's dad and the whole COD community, mainly New York. But if you guys want to talk more about Call of Duty and anything, I stream regularly on Mixer, and primarily I play Call of Duty and a couple other games, but I love to talk about competitive Call of Duty. So mixer.com/Mr. Potato. And I stream Monday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, all at night. Go late into the evenings. That's more like morning. And we just play Call of Duty and we like talk crap and shoot bodies. So you come say hi.
What's up, guys? Well, welcome back to the BroAMs podcast. We're doing video now, so we're putting this out on YouTube. You're watching, and I hope you will enjoy the new format. Today, we got some very specific topics to talk about. We're going to be going over some sub changes to 3 different teams in the league. One team got a lot of subs, but we're gonna let Matt kick us off talking about that.
Well, okay, yeah, it's kind of a crazy week. You know, LA's coming up soon, actually this week. So we got a lot of sub changes, which is both, it could be a good thing, also it could be a horrible thing. We'll see. But the 3 teams are affecting is my beloved Seattle Surge, the New York Subliners, and the LA Gorillas, most importantly. Of course, I don't think, like, I know for sure Seattle is kind of like, everyone knows about that. It's happening for now. Heck, there was just the podcast with Enable talking about it and talking about stuff. I don't know exactly, like, if it was official for New York Subliners yet, because we still don't know exactly until we get to the weekend the official starting roster.
Right.
And then same with the LA Gorillas, though. The LA Gorillas got 3 subs. So benched is Aches, Lacefield, and Saints. And according to sources, it'd be Vivid, Blast, and Spart starting. Of course, we're still unsure exactly. And 2 of those for sure are challenger up and comers. They're AMs, right?
Right. This is pretty crazy to see names like Aches, Lacefield, and Saints who have been pros for years now.
Yeah.
And Blast is the only one that I actually know of. Vivid and Spart I'd never heard of. So I want to know who's making these decisions, because like we heard, like you said from Codcast, was Enable was that it was a team decision for Enable to be benched. And so I want to know, like, okay, there's only 2 other teammates. Like those 2, I would say, couldn't make the decision to bench the other 3, right? So this has got to be coming from like coach or maybe
like management.
LA Gorillas management is actually involved in, they just like us. Maybe they love Call of Duty. They know what's going on and stuff, and they're really involved. So it's possible.
It's possible, but I think the biggest thing that could hurt them is Aches. If he really doesn't start this weekend, then there's a big problem, because heck, I think we talked about it last time. He's in all the promotional material,
right?
And if he's not going to be on stage, there's going to be something wrong. Like, he's the villain of Call of Duty. He needs to be up there. He's a really smart guy. But maybe they're just risking it for the biscuit, I guess.
Possibly.
If that's the case, then you never know. These guys might come out and play better than what they have been playing. Because Spart is best known as part of the FaZe Academy roster. They just won Atlanta for challengers.
He came off of their academy team.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he got signed to the Gorillas. So there's potential, but I still feel like straight up it's ballsy, if anything, to be benching like 3 big keys, I think, to your team. Like one is whatever, but it's going to be interesting for sure. It's going to make for an interesting start to the weekend. I don't know what's going to happen, which I'm cool with.
I wonder if these teams, so Gorillas are obviously one of the worst in the league right now, just based on the games that have played so far. Obviously, not that many games actually played, so
no,
things can turn around. But When you think Lacefield and Saints, they've never been like top pros. They've always been middle of the road pros that, I mean, they had good years or were on some good teams at points, but they have never been in the Scump, Formal, Crimsix, Clayster, Aches categories, right?
Yeah,
they're not
exactly.
in that top tier of professional Call of Duty players. So I wonder if if Guerrilla's idea is that, looking at Simp, looking at Abeezy and the young talent that's just exploded, that maybe we're going to remove some of these middle of the road pros and bring up young talent that, because this is franchising now, they're trying to create teams that last for years in the pro scene. So maybe they're thinking just like professional, like baseball, football, whatever, that we're going to get young guys in there and we're going to be able to build around them and keep them for 5 years or something like that if it works out.
And that would be awesome. I just think the biggest thing is you're going to have a lot of, I'm trying to put it in the nicest way possible, but like a lot of crybabies, or everyone's going to get their ego checked. Like you play like crap, you're going on the bench, and you already see kind of like that mindset happening. It's like, because just like before, it's like, oh, there was no bench, you just be traded.
Yeah, and even before that, it was just dropped. Like people used to backstab like crazy, just dropping people. Like, I'm sick of this kid arguing all the time. You're off the team.
Yeah,
and it's that's it.
But we're entering professional like level of play here.
Yeah,
we can't act like kids. Just because I had a crappy weekend. Okay, cool. Like there was time when I played football, I was on the bench because I played like crap one game. Like he's like, you need to get better. You need to get back on.
And talking trade bait, like the only person that's tradable off of this team is Aches, and I don't even know if you could get anything valuable for Aches. Like I would think your best bet is to trade Aches to a coaching position. Dead serious. And maybe you could get back that's where these academy teams may come. Like I wonder if the Gorillas signed Spart or had to trade for Spart or what. Like does FaZe have the rights to the academy players?
I don't know. It's a good question. It's
that's something I want that to be more out in the open. Like I want us to be able to know, because that's the cool side of seeing everything. Because then we can sit here and speculate, like, what can the subliners trade for Aches or whatever. That's. I think Lacefield and Saints are not tradable.
Okay. You know what I'm curious about is there a trade deadline in the season?
That's a great idea.
In pro sports, like is there a deadline? Because are we going to be trading a week before champs, or like or playoffs is whatever they call that? Like like it's stuff. We are in our first year of franchising, so there's going to be a lot of kinks to work out.
Yeah,
but I think that's another kind of like valid thing. But like, LA, like they could be shaking stuff up. It could be good, also could suck. Like I think I already said, and possibly. It'll be interesting. Like I don't know. I'm. Like just real quick, like I'm not gonna go into, but they play OGLA first, so two of like the worst teams in the league. Who's gonna come out on top?
See, and they're gonna look like geniuses if Vivid and Spartan and Blast have a good game and beat OGLA, which is right now in the current state of OGLA is not hard to do.
Yeah, like on paper they're the best.
I know,
or it's one of the best. It is.
All right, let's go into the subliners. They have traded out Zero for Happy.
Yep.
I honestly don't know anything about Happy.
Me neither.
Seems like a joyful substitution.
I'm not paying. Yeah, I'm not paying attention to New York. Like other than this drama. Yeah, like hey, I've been really enjoying their color scheme in the game. And I watch attached videos, but that's pretty much it. Like, sorry guys, I rock these guys, but it's. We'll see. It could, like, you might as well just throw anything at the wall and see if it sticks at this point if you're that low.
Right. Has Zero really been playing that bad? Like, Zero is European, right?
I have no idea.
He used to play on the...
Let me find out.
Like...
Yeah, he's English.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just brain farted on the European team like Tommy and everybody used to play for.
Red Reserve?
No, Splice.
Splice. Oh, Splice. Yeah. He played
Splice
2017.
A little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Happy, I'm guessing Happy's just a AM, or was he already a sub? I don't have a clue actually, but
I think he was a sub. because he was a sub in November.
Okay.
So I think they brought him on. So he's just a sub. It's
so
not
they're
like
just looking at stats, and they're like, zero, your stats have been pooped, just like they did in Abel, and they're saying, look, we're gonna try out Happy because he's playing good.
And so I am curious. Again, just like I want more information. So can someone sub in mid series? Doesn't seem like they can, but like, what if we could do that, where you can sub in a player mid series for a certain map or a certain game mode? That'd be better than just like subbing someone for a weekend, or even just sub someone for the day. Like, hey, day one, you play like absolute trash. Someone else is going to play for you tomorrow.
I wonder who does know that information. Like, I want to like get the rules person, whatever your main rules guy is for the CDL, and have him sit down with us and let us. Like, Maven and Merc don't even know half this stuff, you know.
True. Okay.
Like, I want that person to like sit
on the
down,
ground floor.
But he's not going to sit down with us. But maybe you can sit down with Hard Points or Podcast or somebody and let us answer all these questions that we want to know.
Yeah, and of course we will learn more coming on. Like, we still don't know anything about the timeout thing.
Exactly. That we've had that question too. And you brought up a great point with trade deadlines. That really needs to be a thing. I'm sure it just got overlooked in the first year, but it really needs to be a thing for sure. Because just like you said, you don't want like freaking, a team that's been like middle of the road to like make some huge trade and end up winning champs. That just sounds dumb. I mean, I guess it could be cool, but it sounds dumb. You wouldn't like trade Tom Brady after the AFC Championship game to the NFC team at the Super Bowl. I mean, it's not a thing.
Yeah, I want to give me all the information. Blizzard, Activision, Call of Duty, because that's who's running it, right? Like, just come on, let us know so we can actually speculate better. Speculate. I'm sick, guys. Okay, give me a break.
We want to know how these sub outs are happening and the rules to substitutions, when and where and how it happens. That's just what we want to know.
Yeah, come on, just look us up.
Yeah. So the only other person we've touched on a little bit is Enable, and he was on the podcast this week. We both watched that, and he gave a lot of information. We won't just repeat because that's their show. They did their stuff. So, but if you want to see all the details on Enable and him talking about his benching and everything, go watch the podcast, their episode this week. The only other controversy we got to talk about is Dougie Doug himself.
Dougie Fresh,
and
the strongest man in Call of Duty. Or at least the most ripped looking man in Call of Duty. I don't know if he's the strongest.
Exactly.
It's like, watch, like Alec has got a whole bunch of muscle under him. Like, come on.
Yeah. I think we should have a contest at, how like the Pro Bowl, they do like the passing contest and everything. We should have like a bench press and push up contest at
That'd be great.
Champs,
Not a lot of people could do it because
exactly.
a lot of them just play Call of Duty all the time and not go to the gym.
I would pay money to see Gunless do 10 push-ups,
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be great. Or even like Envoy, that'd be funny.
Him too.
Yeah. So Dougie Fresh and his dad, okay, and of course it's already been memed. Florida memed it perfectly. It was funny. But he posted a picture, like just a New York logo, and I think he tagged everyone in it too. I'm like, bro, and just bad mouthing the whole New York team, and because mainly he was mad that Doug isn't starting. He hasn't been able to get practice time in. Yeah. Here I'm pulling it up right now so I can take a look at it. But I won't go like verbatim, but he posted the friends team because that's how you get ahead in life is friends.
Yeah.
So he called accuracy. He called accuracy a tyrant, a loser, and a bad leader. Temp, a hothead, bad team player. Attached, lackey, Lamar, ass kisser. Zuma, champ, nice guy, needs a spine. Zero, poor team choice, but a champ.
and he's the one that got replaced.
Yeah. Happy is clearly ill prepared. And then he says, Censor, 4-time champ, proven leader, motivator, and cheerleader. And then he says, what's the solution for New York? He says, plain as the nose on your face.
See, and that's where like Doug is a great team player. Like he's right, because deep down Doug like wants to be in that game so bad. He wants to play so bad, but he still supports him, cheers him on, like shows him all the support he can, even though inside it's eating him alive not to be able to play. And it sounds like Papa Censor just doesn't like he's the delusional fan parent, that just like you're like nobody's ever taking advice from him, because I mean the subliners haven't been great, but if they're already pulling out 0 and they're not giving Censor a chance, there's got to be a reason for that, because they're obviously not losing on purpose. They're not stupid. They're not going to be like, we're not playing Censor just to not play Censor. Trust me, if they were ever smart, if Censor was good enough to hold a spot on that roster, they would put Censor on there immediately, because their fan base would go from here up here.
Yeah.
Because people love Censor. If you play Censor, like it's kind of like the Cowboys effect, the Dallas Cowboys. Like Jerry will like get the most popular player or something just because to make sales go up. He doesn't care if it's like, oh, we might win, that's cool, but like my sales are going up.
I think it's like other than maybe skill and everything, and he's grinding, and I love Censor's attitude. No matter how much crap he gets, he's a walking meme in the Call of Duty community, just for real. And like, but he seems like a nice guy. Like, heck, I support him when I buy stuff. Like, if I can, I'll put in his code because I feel bad almost. But so it's interesting to see. But like, you see some of these other teams, they pick up subs that are more content creators anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's why I look at Censor as a content creator first, Call of Duty player second. And so, but it's happened with a lot of these other teams, like Florida, for instance. Like Optic Maniac is a sub. Not Optic, sorry. Maniac.
Not Optic anymore.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Wow, I just screwed it all up.
That's
but you know what I mean.
How he's a sub for Florida. He doesn't even play Call of Duty. Like,
I know.
Like he was a Halo pro. I'm sure he plays Call of Duty, but he's never been in the pro scene, like tournaments and stuff. Yeah. But he's literally for content creation and fan base. Yeah.
And so it's, so you'll see a lot of that. And like, he might not get played unless it's a dire situation. That's how I see it. Unless Censor really, really improves. And like really shows them that, he can do it. But
I think it's different for Censor. I think the people like Censor fans almost neglect New York and don't want to support them because they won't play Censor.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas Maniac's kind of we got, one of your favorite content creators on our team now, like support more Florida. Like, I like Maniac. I'll support Florida.
I like Maniac.
Yeah, I'll support Florida now. But like, I think the Doug fans are like, screw you, New York, for not playing Doug. He's better than everybody out there.
How dare you? I love him.
No, there's something behind it, or they would be playing him if he was actually good enough.
Exactly. No, but 100%, any smart org is going to play the better player.
Right.
Like for the most, unless there's like some weird drama going on, but they probably won't play him now.
No.
But
so
I will say his Censor's dad deleted the post and made an apology video on Instagram. So he apologized. And he's like, I'm just frustrated. I'm just angry. I just want to see my son flourish in his professional career.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah, your professional career is YouTube, Doug.
Yeah.
Call of Duty is your second job. Okay.
Yeah. And then Censor released a video, and it was a good video. Like, he's like, my dad's himself. Like, it's not like I told him to say any of that type deal. Like, he speaks for himself. But the way he kind of worded it, I'm not saying anything. Like, it just almost sounded like almost seemed like it almost sounded like he was like borderline disowning his dad.
He called him immediately and was like, "You idiot! What did you do?
Like, what are you doing?
Are you back on the drugs?"
Yeah. Someone responded to, it was Mad Cat. He's like, not feeling this. You cannot claim your own pot, or you cannot not claim your own pots because of a few gamers. Like Mad Cat said that, the Royal Ravens bench who roasted Censor all the time at London.
Yeah.
But it happened. It is what it is. It's just a little bit of drama. But Censor, when is Censor not in some type of Twitter drama?
Exactly.
Like,
it keeps his name up there towards the top.
Yeah. Can I just throw something out there real quick?
Yeah,
it's hilarious. So Krim responded to it. He said, if my teammate's dad starts roasting me, I'm roasting him back. Clay's mom has already called me a loser, and I didn't say anything back at the time. It's up there with one of my biggest regrets. A close second after ruining Tony Hawk's dinner. And Clay says, dude, laugh my ass off, bro. She still thinks you're a loser.
That's great.
It's so good. Like, it's just, I think it's funny.
That is hilarious.
So, it happened, but yeah, it's just another little Twitter beef. Like,
right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's gonna be it for this episode. And thank you everybody for watching. If you like the content, we're gonna have a lot more of these shorter shows coming up with when current news comes out in the Call of Duty scene. We're gonna be putting out videos. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification icon so you can know when we put out a video, because they will be random based on what happens for the day. There's not a set schedule like so many days a week. We may have 3 a week, we may have 2 a week. You never know, just depending on the news. So thanks everybody for watching.
My schedule.
Yes. All right, y'all have a good one. Bye.
Bye.